A potential double game week is upon us, and there are a lot of players to consider for it. Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today I have for you a wildcard guide for game week 22. A potential double game week is coming for Leeds and Manchester United, but we will have to see what the results in FA Cup are. Also, there are a lot of games for EFL Cup and the blanks for game week 25 will be decided. So we'll consider all the players and how you can change if someone is going through the final that is not expected. The expected final is Manchester United and Newcastle, but if Nottingham or Southampton reach it, there will be some changes to the team and to the wildcard guide because there won't be a blank for Newcastle, for Brentford, for Brighton, or for Manchester United. So we'll have to just try to maneuver around it. So without further ado, let's see how I'm shaping up my wildcard for game week 22. I will be starting with the teams that have a potential double in game week 22. As you can see, I've selected 3 guys from Manchester United and 1 guy from Leeds. I will be explaining the Manchester United guys first. First of all, Rashford don't need explaining. He's just the best player right now in the league. He's playing fantastically. He's scoring almost every game, and going without him is absurd. I think he's a valid captain option, and if you haven't used triple captainship, it's a very good option to use it now on Rashford. Another guy here that's a good pick is Fernandes. After the World Cup break, he's playing like another guy. That's because Ronaldo is just gone right now and he's maybe feeling more free right now, but he's in very good form right now. He's assisting, he's scoring goals. Weghorst, when he's playing, he's keeping the ball, and Marcus and Bruno are operating behind his back and they're going into very good positions. So a double up in their attack, especially if they have a double up, is a very good shout out. And the last guy here is De Gea that I opted for. Hear me out, if they reach the final for the EFL Cup and if they have a double up, I will be wanting to replace those players. But it's very more difficult to replace a defender rather than replace a goalkeeper, because as you see in the end, I have a goalkeeper that will be playing in game week 25, so benching De Gea won't be an issue there. And now he's having a double game week. He's playing very well. I know he cannot save a shot outside of the box, but when there are not too many against them, he's saving them, and he can have a very big hold these 2 game weeks, especially if he has a double up. And as I already mentioned, I can bench him in game week 25 if he is having a blank. And finally, the 4th guy here is a defender from Leeds. I just couldn't find any way to fit another guy into it. I'm not very sure who their attacking lineup will be. Gw22 is a good guy. Rodrigo, Bamford is coming up. Somerville maybe. Harrison, Aronson, a lot of guys. So I will be opting for a very nailed defender if I go for a Leeds defender. If Southampton doesn't reach the EFL Cup final and they won't be having a blank game week 25, Struijk will be playing against them in game week 25. So this is another player that I can keep until then, and he will be a 4th choice in my defense, even 5th in other game weeks, because you see my other 4 guys are just better, but a lot of them will be potentially missing game week 25. So preparing a little bit right now, because you're using your last wildcard before you know what the blanks are, it's never necessary. Another option here is a Brentford defender, because if they don't have a blank in game week 25, Ben Mee is playing very well right now, and as a 4th choice defender, as I already mentioned, he'll be a very good choice. But for now, Struijk is in my team. He has a double up. He's most likely playing in game week 25. So yeah, these are the options right now that I'm going for the potential double teams in game week 22. The next players we are going to discuss are from Newcastle. I don't think there is a lot to discuss right now. You can even triple up from their defense. I'm going for a double because Trippier is the most nailed guy in my team after Haaland. Let's not lie about it. I will be having Haaland, but Trippier is the 2nd most playable player and he's nailed. He does not bring me a lot of points because everyone owns him, but going without him is absurd, and I need another defender from Newcastle to compensate from the higher ownership. but consider that they have a potential blank in game week 25. That's why I'm not very keen on tripling up right now, but two of them is a good option. I will be selling Burn maybe around game week 24 when difficult fixtures are starting to wrap. Manchester City, Brighton if they play a game, and Liverpool. So going with only Trippier there will be enough. But for now they have two potential good game weeks where they can keep a clean sheet. So two of them are enough. I am not opting for an attacker because I just don't have space. You see the other guys there. I think they're better attackers from other teams rather than Newcastle, but their defense is pretty good. We are continuing with the league leaders. First in defense, I've opted for Zinchenko because right now he is their motor. He's playing so well. White is getting substituted. Yeah, sometimes you can get a clean sheet, but as already seen, you can get 0 points. But Zinchenko is playing offensively. He's playing very well. He can give an assist. If Odegaard shot better, he would have gotten an assist for the winner, basically. But yeah, I think Zinchenko is a very good choice. He's nailed. He's playing very well. So you can safely go for him. In midfield, I opted for Odegaard. Of course, Odegaard. He's playing out of his skin. With Rashford's, I think they're the best players right now in the league. Maybe Haaland as well, but yeah, they're most in form. They're consistent and they're delivering again and again. And here I've opted for Saka. If you don't have the budget, go for Martinelli. Don't see very big difference, but I've got the money. And if I press the wildcard button, these two guys from Arsenal will be there. He has penalties on his side as well, but they've received only one penalty so far this season, so this is not such a big difference. They have like 5 points difference for around 1.5 million. So maybe it's not worth it, but right now these two guys are playing very well. Our threat for Martinelli is Trossard. So yeah, Saka is more nailed. He has penalties. So if you have the money, go for Saka. You won't be mistaken. And these three guys, I think, will keep delivering and delivering. And with Saka and Zinchenko being somehow a differentials, even though they are league leaders, I think you can gain a lot of rank during Arsenal good run of fixtures, and there is a double game week coming up for them. Yeah, it's against City, the second game, but I think they are very capable of beating City and scoring a lot of goals past them because City are not playing very well at defense at the moment. Before we continue with the wildcard guide, if you want some personal advice or you cannot make decisions on your own, you can always reach me on my Twitter. I will leave a link down in the description or write a comment down below here. I will be answering all of your questions and I will be helping you build and make the best team possible. For, I don't know, maybe fifth consecutive week, the forward line does not change. Haaland scored a hat-trick. Kane scored, yeah, Tony blanked last game week, but he's consistent as well. I think those three guys are the most nailed in my team. I'm not taking any of them out, even for Darwin or someone else. I think they will continue delivering points consistently. Maybe if someone gets injured or something else happens, I will replace them. But if they're fit, I'll be playing them. Tony has a potential blank in game week 25, but it's not for sure, and I can bench him for a week or I can transfer him out for a week and return him next week. I will see if this happens, but for now these three guys are the most nailed. As you can see, I don't have a lot of City players apart from Haaland. You can always go for KDB, but right now I think Fernandes and Kane are playing better, so yeah, Kane and Fernandes will deliver most of the points next week, and I believe that going forward they will keep delivering because Hurricane is a talisman, and Fernandes, you can take him off for game week 23, and this way you can have maybe another player in game week 25, and you'll be left with Trippier, Burn, Rashford, and Ivan Toney, which are 4 players. You can always remove Burn and you'll be left with 3 players that you can bench, and you'll be playing 4-4-2 and everything will be well, and then you can return them back to the team. But that's a discussion for another time when we have a clear view of who is blanking in game week 25. Last, I will be discussing the three guys that are just bench warmers for now, but they will be playing their role in game week 25 for me. Ward is still in goal. Yeah, Leicester are shambles, but he's a playing goalkeeper for such a low price, so I'll be going for him. Here, the fifth defender is Bueno. Yeah, I know Rico Willis is an option as well, but I don't think he's such a good option. Wolves are playing okay defensively. I know they received 3 goals from Manchester City, but anyone can concede a lot of goals against City, and Bueno is playing very good, and he is being substituted around the 18 minutes, so he can keep a clean sheet points even without Wolves keeping clean sheet. And the last guy here is Andreas. I have considered Mitoma as well, but Mitoma may miss game week 25, and I only need these players, the three of them, for game week 25 basically. So Andreas is staying in the team. As you can see, the budget used for this team is 101.1 million. It's pretty affordable. If it's not for you, you can always downgrade Saka to Martinelli or Zinchenko to White or even someone else. But yeah, I think it's the best way to save some money if you go from Saka to Martinelli. Yeah, he may be rested in some games, but I don't think that he will lose his place so easily from Trossard. But if you have the money, go for this team. And this price is for a team that has Haaland buying him now and buying Trippier now. If you have them from the start, that's like 1.5 million maybe saved. So yeah, this is a pretty affordable team. Here you have it, guys. This is my wildcard guide for game week 22. This video took a little bit more time, but we had a lot of things to discuss. As I already mentioned, if you want some personal advice, feel free to DM me or leave a comment down below. As well, if you enjoyed the video and want to support me, please subscribe to the channel and give a like. This helps me grow my channel massively. But for now, guys, I'm out. Bye!